truth. Karibu. In case you're new here, welcome. In case you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Regulars. So today I want to talk about remedial action. So in the context of my country, Kenya. So remedials are not illegal. They're not really outlawed, but we need to first ask what are remedial. So remedial means there is a weakness somewhere and you want to remedy. Tunasema kwamba usipoziba ufa utajenga ukuta. So if you're seeing a child, a student, a learner has a problem, then you need to find a solution to that. So that was basically the concept of remedial, trying to remedy something. Now, there have been various conversations surrounding that. Some claim that teachers have converted that into a money-making scheme, and that could be true to some point because, hey, if we have spent maybe 8 to 12 hours with you in class and you need action, then definitely the person needs to get an overtime. So it's really fair if the teacher is compensated for that extra time. There also claims that teachers are using this as a way to punish children. Remember, uh, for schools to levy such taxes, they need to be approved by the CS of education. So tell me, how many schools need to do that, to levy? So you find people will be like, so you're punishing children, so for those who have not paid, you go ahead to finish the syllabus. Look, sometimes it is the pressure that we are given by the HOIs. Imagine. So what happens is that you're forced to do it. Yeah, especially if you're a BOM teacher, you're under the board of management, definitely you'll have to teach because the HOIs will be like, the students need to be engaged. They need to be engaged. Like sometimes you're done even with the syllabus. I remember there was a station I was in, you're done and you really have conflicts with the other person because you're like, whatever I had written in my schemes has already been covered. I've even went ahead to go to the next class. So I need to go at the pace of this line. But still, it's like they don't understand, you see. Others feel like so that we are overcharging the students. I don't know. So it depends really. If you don't want to pay, well and good. In fact, like the station I'm in, we don't do remedials, and it's really nice. The students need to be self-regulated in such a case. So they're really doing good. They're learning on themselves. They have time for themselves because again, I feel these remedials from morning maybe around 6:30 to 7:30. Thereafter you have maybe a guidance and counseling session. Thereafter the teacher is supposed to go to class maybe until 4. Again you have another remedial. Really, we tend to oversaturate our learners, so it's okay when we don't have these remedials totally, so that the children can be on their own. Let them do their own things. Yes, hello. Yeah, so let them do their own stuff. In any case, we also have families, yeah, whom we need to take care of. So it's fair if we just work on the normal hours. Whatever has to be covered, let it be covered there. Any extra thing should be charged for. Yeah, that's why we are even saying that some of the activities that are done over the weekend, if they're not compensated, let them be during the week, during the normal working hours. Sports, drama, name it, let them be on the weekend because it's part of the curriculum. So if we have to disrupt studies because of them, fine. Yes, hello from India. Karibu sana, I'm from Kenya. Yeah, so we are talking about remedials. So yeah, that is another thing that we need to really consider. So remedials should be, if they must be done, let them be compensated. If we are not willing, let them be. But again, you find that we have dedicated people like me. Whether there is cash or not, I'll still do if I feel there's something I can do to help a learner be a better person. Because I believe we are all beneficiaries of grace. Yeah, there are things that we receive that are not, we don't really deserve. So yeah, so some of us go an extra mile with or without a pack, so it's not really a big deal. Yeah. What else? There was the issue about the staff rooms that you find maybe there's this motivation kind of program. Maybe the first top learners get to be part of the teaching fraternity the following year, and you find they've been convinced by so and so, come and join, and they join and they expect some money, okay, because they're helping. Obviously they need to be compensated, but you find since it's not within the budget, we are forced to give some of our lessons, and sometimes you also have your needs. Yeah, you have to cover something, so it becomes a problem because you feel for these young people. They want to come here and give their service, they motivate the learners, which is actually good. um, and they're offering something and they need to shower, anahitaji pesa mafuta, they need clothes, they need to dress up nicely, so they need money, but you find it's not within the budget. I feel we need to talk with maybe the management. If that is the only way they can get money through the remedial action, then there's need for us to be also humane, instead of this entitlement that teachers, especially those who are TSC employed, need to give out their lessons. It's not a must. Remember, even when you're doing your teaching practice, your cooperating teacher gave out their lessons. So basically, they were mentoring you. Even just getting that platform, you need to be grateful for that. Not that entitlement, oh, so I'm teaching your lesson, so you need to give out. However, we have good people. Like for me, there's a station. Yeah, I was a cooperating teacher, and it was a good thing, because by then I was really heavy, so it helped me at least to have some time to prepare for the rest of the lessons. Otherwise, I don't know how I would have done it. Number two, it was good because I got to reciprocate, to give out to the community. Because also for me, someone extended grace, like Madam Stella. Hey, yeah, they extended grace by giving me their lessons so that I could teach and get the experience to even just graduate. So we don't need to have this entitlement, or even the TSC teachers are, even for remedials, for as low as 100 shillings, just $1, people are rushing for them. And okay, at some point, yeah, it is degrading, but you understand these people maybe have taken loans and they also need to survive. They need to cover the syllabus, so they can't be lagging behind. Sometimes it's just to avoid being considered insubordinate, you're not attending the remedials. So we need to sit down as people and see what works for us. Yeah, and see what works for us. If it's not working, let it be. If it's working, let's go for it. But if the government says it's not mandatory, who are you? You have your own things. You can make your own money through. Um, like now, our classes start from 8 to 4. After 4, I can, if I'm not on duty, then I can find other ways to create money. Mm. Maybe you start your own business, you offer services. Yeah, even parenting is a full-time job. You can go and do it, have time with your family. Why should you be at your work for over 12 hours in your entire lifetime, at least for 40 years, yet you just, whatever is making you remain is just peanuts? So let's be people who consider uh, and just try to fit to the circumstances which are there. Yeah, the economic pressures. So do whatever you can within your means to make sure there's a balance between your life, your student's life, and such things. For parents, I don't know what to tell you. Just hold those agents, go for parents meeting, and discuss. Yeah, let there be a conversation so that you're not here lamenting, oh this, oh that, teachers are this. Oh, you are. Some of us don't want even those remedials, so let's be considerate. Until next time, I've been your host Ruth Keruba. I want to hear your views on this. Should remedials be there? Should they be charged or should they be free? should remedials be a way of remedying weaknesses, or should it be a continuous learning process where we are just continuing with the syllabus? And is it true for those who are arguing that remedials make teachers to be a bit slow and derelict? Yeah, I saw that comment on Facebook, and I found it a bit retrogressive, because the person was saying that is actually an MP who makes money through the bursaries. They don't award the bursaries. That is not even their function, but okay, there is need for us, even as a nation, as a continent, as global citizens, to discuss about roles. What is the job description, so that we avoid duplication of roles? So let me know, is it true that it makes us slow, or do we punish students who are not able? Is it affordable? What is your take? Uh, hmm. Hello. Karibu sana. Yeah, so yeah, I want to leave this live at this, but I hope we have learned something. So remedy is basically just to correct something. So if there's nothing to be corrected, I think there's no need. However, you can use remedials, especially this time. Second term has been a very big term, 9 weeks, and students can really get saturated. They need to be engaged in other activities besides academics. Let them go for the co-curricular activities, and once they go to the co-curricular activities, some, you understand, they get to disrupt the normal teaching. So there is also need to continue with the syllabus. So tell me, what do we do? How do we help each other? Until next time, bye.